Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're stepping into quite an interesting space. It's where legendary investing meets the often wild world of digital assets.
Yes, specifically focusing on Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha. Everyone knows his approach. Long-term value, solid companies, predictable earnings.
Right. Think Coca-Cola, think Apple, very tangible stuff. But then you have this glaring contradiction, his famously strong, very negative view on cryptocurrencies.
He didn't mince words, did he? Bitcoin is rat poison squared back in 2018.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rat poison squared. And yet, despite that, a really persistent rumor has been making the rounds, especially online.
The claim that Warren Buffett now likes XRP, the Ripple crypto.
That's the one. It's gained a surprising amount of traction in forums, social media.
So that's our job today in this deep dive.
Yeah.
We want to objectively look at this. Is there any credible evidence, any actual substance behind the claim? Or is it just hype?
We'll be digging into his past statements, looking at recent data right up to August 2025.
And exploring any maybe indirect links people are pointing to.
And for you listening in, navigating these markets, especially crypto, well, separating fact from speculation is absolutely critical. It moves so fast.
Yeah, things can get volatile quickly based on, well, sometimes nothing solid.
So consider this your shortcut. We're aiming to get you really well informed on this specific Buffett XRP question. All right, let's dive in. First up, let's just firmly establish Buffett's history here.
Okay.
His skepticism towards crypto isn't new. It's been consistent since they first appeared.
Absolutely. And it stems directly from his core investment philosophy. That 2018 CNBC interview, Rat Poison Squared, wasn't just a throwaway line.
No, it reflected his view that Bitcoin and by extension crypto produces nothing tangible.
Right. It's all speculation in his eyes, not investment in a productive asset. He wants companies with intrinsic value. Apple, Coca-Cola, as you said.
Or even, importantly, traditional financial players like Visa and MasterCard.
Which, interestingly, are kind of indirect competitors to what Ripple and XRP aim to do in payments.
That's a good point. So his preference is clear. But could someone argue XRP is different, aiming for utility?
Within Buffett's framework, unlikely he'd see it that way. Utility in a token doesn't equate to, say, factory output or brand value for him. I mean, look at the Motley Fool, February 2025. Pretty blunt headline. Warren Buffett hates cryptocurrencies and does not invest in them.
Okay.
They even specifically mentioned XRP, saying don't hold your breath waiting for Buffett to buy XRP, even if it looks slightly more utility-focused than others.
And he hasn't softened his stance recently either.
Not at all. Remember the Berkshire Hathaway meeting in May 2023? CoinDesk reported it. He doubled down, calling cryptocurrencies a gambling device. And stupid. Pretty direct.
So even with XRP having a strong run in 2025, what was it, up 54% according to Yahoo Finance?
Yeah, a significant rally.
Still no sign of him changing his mind. If anything, reports suggest the opposite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A-Invest back in July 2025 connected his huge cash pile, like $347 billion, to his caution about overvalued markets generally. And that definitely includes crypto, in his view. It just doesn't fit his pattern.
Okay, so the skepticism is rock solid, long-standing, consistently expressed. Which brings us back to the main puzzle. If he's so clearly against it, where did this XRP rumor even start?
That's where the digging gets interesting. We started looking for direct statements, any official word.
Searching things like Warren Buffett XRP opinion 2025.
Exactly. Or Warren Buffett likes XRP recent statements, things like that. We scoured the web, found a lot of noise, over 30 results, easily.
But quality?
Mostly negative or purely speculative chatter.
Yeah.
The key thing. 0 credible articles reporting any direct endorsement from Buffett about XRP. None.
So nothing from him directly?
Nothing verifiable. You see articles like one from AOL in February 2025 saying basically it's unlikely he'd ever see it as a real investment because to him it lacks intrinsic value. Even pieces that try to spin it, like Tron Weekly in May 2025. They might speculate on his silence about Ripple specifically, but they still have to acknowledge his overall criticism. They frame it like, Buffett doesn't like crypto, but maybe Ripple's the exception, without any actual proof, just hopeful thinking.
Right, clutching at straws a bit. So, no direct evidence. What about these indirect connections people talk about?
Yes. This is often where the rumors get their fuel, even if it's flimsy. The main one centers around Sumitomo Corporation.
Okay, the Japanese conglomerate.
That's the one. Buffett, through Berkshire Hathaway, did increase his stake in Sumitomo. That's true. And yes, Sumitomo is involved with Ripple. They're a partner in the R3 consortium, which uses blockchain, and involved in some XRP projects. CryptoRank noted this connection.
So there is a link, technically?
Technically, yes. But here's the crucial context. Buffett's investment is in Sumitomo, the massive, diversified conglomerate, focusing on stable Japanese equities.
Not specifically because of their minor involvement with Ripple or XRP?
Exactly. It absolutely does not imply he endorses XRP. Sumitomo does countless things. His play is on the overall company, its stability, its value, not one small tech partnership.
So that connection is being stretched, really twisted to fit a narrative?
Precisely. It shows how easily a tiny indirect link can get amplified online, especially when people want to believe it. It feeds hope, creates an echo chamber.
Which leads us neatly into social media, specifically Platform X. That seems to be ground zero for a lot of this.
Oh, absolutely. We look closely at X. The volume of speculation is huge.
Yeah.
We found over 40 posts just since 2024 pushing this Buffett XRP angle, often with, let's be honest, total clickbait titles.
Like what? Give us some examples.
Okay, there was one from a user at Leverietveld titled, Warren Buffett, XRP is about to go F King crazy. All caps, of course. Got about 346 likes.
Subtle?
Chuckles.
Right.
Or another at CryptoHulk19 posted, busted. Warren Buffett ties to Ripple XRP tech. That one pulled in 536 likes, and get this, 127,000 views.
Wow. Huge reach for something unfounded.
Exactly. These are almost always speculative videos or posts. They offer no real sources, no verification. It's all about driving engagement, getting clicks and views.
It's a whole ecosystem built on hype rather than fact sometimes.
It really is, and you have to contrast that with the more sober posts. We did find some, like one from at iCapital, which got maybe 71 likes. That one accurately stated Buffett's preference for traditional stocks over digital assets. But guess what?
Doesn't get nearly the same attention.
Nowhere near. The hype gets the eyeballs. We saw the same pattern with those fake Elon Musk acknowledges XRP posts. One of those got nearly 8,000 likes. It just shows how easily this stuff spreads.
So, pulling this all together, what does it mean for the XRP market itself, and maybe more importantly for you, the listener, trying to make sense of it all?
Well, it paints a picture of a market with real potential, but also significant noise. Look, XRP has shown resilience in 2025. There are genuine reasons for optimism, Ripple's legal progress against the SEC, growing adoption by banks. These are tangible developments.
Things investors should be looking at.
Exactly. Those are the fundamentals, the potential utility playing out. And you see price predictions reflecting that, like MSN suggesting maybe $5 or Yahoo Finance even floating $26.97 by 2030.
But those are based on fundamentals, not on whether Warren Buffett secretly likes it.
Precisely. And that's the danger. These unverified rumors, like the Buffett one, inject huge volatility. They could whip up frenzy.
Especially risky for newer investors, right?
Absolutely. You might jump in based on a completely false premise. It really hammers home the need to focus on actual value, on verifiable information, not just speculative buzz.
It speaks to the broader challenge in crypto, doesn't it? Misinformation, market maturity.
Yeah, the ecosystem is still grappling with this. How to filter signal from noise.
And ultimately, it brings us back to that classic Buffett wisdom.
It really does. His advice holds true, maybe even more so in crypto. Invest in what you understand.
And crucial.
Always verify. Don't just take a tweet or forum post as gospel. Check it out.
So let's wrap this up. What's the absolute bottom line from our deep dive?
The bottom line is clear. Despite all the smoke online, all the persistent rumors and social media hype, our investigation found zero credible evidence that Warren Buffett has changed his mind about crypto or specifically endorsed XRP. His long-held skepticism, that rat poison squared view, seems firmly intact based on all available reliable information.
And the key takeaway for you listening, it's really about understanding the power of misinformation, seeing how easily it can shape perceptions, even move markets, especially in volatile areas like crypto. It just highlights, again, how vital fact-checking is. Rely on data you can actually verify, not just claims flying around online.
And maybe that leaves you with a final thought to chew on. We live in a world drowning in information, but not always quality information. Speculation travels fast, often faster than substance. So the question becomes, how will you navigate that? How will you choose to approach new claims, filter the noise, and make genuinely informed decisions about what's real and what's just hype?